Speech is known as Who Am I? Yesterday is gone, tomorrow has not yet come. We only have today. Let us begin. Mother Teresa. From the beginning of the semester, I have slowly given you guys an insight on my life, both comical and cultural. By the end of this speech, you'll have a firm grasp of me as a person. In full transparency, you'll also understand the true being of my nature and how some traits are both a gift and a curse. I will go further into detail about my personal life and how some experiences carved out the person who I've become today. I will then tell you about my personal strengths and my unique skills that I've undertaken over the years. I'm also going to be telling you about my faults and how they weigh me down. Last but certainly not least, I'm going to be addressing how I can fix those issues and where I see myself 10 years down the line. First and foremost, I am a proud Asian American who was the first generation to be born in the United States. That being said, I am always reminded to never forget my heritage. Simply without it, I'd just be Americanized. And not that being Americanized is a bad thing. I just know that my family would be disappointed if I forgot the great path that I've descended from. Festivals and generations of traditions aid with keeping that part of me alive. I'm the youngest of 5 siblings, so the idea of new meant constantly getting hand-me-downs. I grew up with 3 older sisters and 1 older brother. Not that it really mattered to me that I was the baby of the family. According to my mom, I was still secretly her favorite. Pushed around and taunted constantly by my older siblings was a daily reminder that I was the runt of the litter. Now that I'm of age to speak my mind, till this very day, I am still reminded that I am the youngest. I also wanted to mention that I am an open, happily gay man. Despite of all the hardship that I've gone through, I am true to me and will not let anyone by any means silence my voice. I am thankful to be born in this day and age because of the laws that liberate my freedom. I hope by now that you guys have a clear picture of who I am as a person. With that being said, I will now talk about the strengths that I have honed over the years. I will also be talking about the weaknesses that play as my Achilles heel. For starters, one of my strengths as an individual is ability to take constructive criticism from my peers. Like water, I try to take the shape of the environment so that I can approach the topic of the matter with a much clearer lens. Sometimes my point of view isn't always the best. I'm also extremely extroverted. Talking to strangers for me was almost like second nature. These strengths can also work as a double-sided sword. Sometimes when I mold to my surroundings too much, I lose my opportunity to stand out. From what my friends tell me, being extroverted is not always the key to fixing a problem. Undeniably, out of all the flaws that I have, one of the weakest is my lack of patience. Not being able to get things right off the bat frustrates me, making me question my natural ability to learn. By this point, you've seen my strengths. You've also seen my weaknesses. Now I want to share where I would like to be in the distant future and how I can apply those life skills to brighten up my paths towards success. I will go over tactics to target my weaknesses. By doing that, I can weed out my weak links. My goal by 2030 is to have a house of my very own and to have a job that I would consider not work. I'm in a loving relationship, so hopefully I have someone to share that with later down the line. Using my strengths to strategically place my that's a really big word. Using my strengths to strategically place my cards in the right places will help me get to where I need to be. Of course, without stepping on other people's toes. As for my faults, being patient is easier said than done. Just waiting for things sometimes can open up many doors. Certain things take time. This much I understand. It's the process of waiting that I cannot bear. The way I can address this problem is by simply thinking about the quality of the outcome, taking a moment to analyze, and then applying myself to the situation. All in all, I don't expect to be liked by everyone in the room. If that were the case, my life would be very difficult. Instead of trying to appeal to everyone, I offer my strengths and partnership to aid or lead those who need it. Having a rich culture helps define who I am. It gives me a sense of purpose in the world. Being the youngest taught me how to be tough, taking no for an answer, not letting anyone else outside of my family push me around. The productive thing about being gay is that those who will come after me will see that we also have a voice and insist that it must be heard. My weaknesses make me human. Without my faults, I simply would not get to the next level because there wouldn't be any room for modesty. That is why I invite partnership and teamwork. In the future, I plan on using both my faults and my strengths to pave a road that ensures a positive outcome. Although that is a great ambition, it all starts with the present. Doing something now at this very moment will surely bring about an opportunistic future. So when I look into the past, I can see how far I've come as a person. Thank you.